What's the most life-changing thing you discovered by accident? I always thought I was invisible at school. Like, not in a dramatic way, just in that normal teenager way where you feel like background noise. My friends would make plans and sometimes forget to invite me. I'd walk into the cafeteria and scan for somewhere to sit, hoping someone would wave me over. When we took group photos, I was always on the edge, half cut out when people posted them online. I figured that's just how it was. Some people are born to be the main character, and some of us are just there to fill space. I was fine with it mostly. Better to be included sometimes than not at all, right? My friend group was tight. There was Jake, who everyone loved because he was funny, Emma, who threw the best parties, Ryan, who was good at everything, and then there was me. I was the guy who remembered everyone's coffee order and always had gum when someone needed it. Useful, but not essential. In history class, we had this group project about World War II. Jake was supposed to research propaganda posters, but he kept forgetting to do his part. The day before it was due, our teacher let us use the school laptops to finish up. Jake had been using one earlier and forgot to log out of his accounts. When I opened it to work on our presentation, Chrome had like 15 tabs open. I started closing them one by one when I saw something that made my stomach drop. There was a group chat called His Birthday Surprise Plan with a party emoji. My birthday was next weekend. I'd been dreading it because nobody had mentioned it, and I figured I'd probably just hang out with my family and pretend I didn't care that I was spending another birthday alone. But this chat had 43 people in it. I clicked on it, and my hands started shaking. There were hundreds of messages. Emma had made a shared document with everyone's responsibilities. Jake was handling music and had already made 3 different playlists titled things like Songs That Make Him Smile and Throwback Hits He Always Hums. Ryan had screenshots of conversations where I'd mentioned books I wanted to read. Someone named Chloe from my English class had written this long message about how I always helped her with math and never made her feel stupid. My chemistry lab partner had shared a photo of me from last month when I stayed after school to help clean up a spilled experiment. I didn't even know she took that picture. There were teachers in the chat. My gym teacher wrote about how I always encouraged kids who were struggling in PE. My art teacher had posted pictures of this ceramic bowl I made last semester that I thought was terrible, but she called it beautiful and thoughtful. The messages kept going. People sharing inside jokes I didn't know they remembered, photos of me I'd never seen, stories about times I helped them or made them laugh or just listened when they needed someone to talk to. Emma had typed, "He always acts like he doesn't matter, but honestly, he's the glue that holds our whole friend group together." Jake replied, "Right? Like remember when I was freaking out about my parents' divorce and he just sat with me for 3 hours at the park and didn't try to fix anything, just listened." I closed the laptop and sat there in the empty classroom trying not to cry. The bell rang and I grabbed my stuff, acting normal when Jake walked back in. "Hey, did you finish the slides?" he asked. "Yeah, all done," I said, hoping my voice sounded steady. That night I lay in bed thinking about every interaction I'd had over the past few months. All those times I thought people were just being polite when they laughed at my jokes, when Emma asked for my opinion on things, when Ryan saved me a seat without being asked. I wasn't invisible. I wasn't background noise. I was seen. I was valued. I mattered to people in ways I never realized. The surprise party was incredible. 40 people showed up. They'd made this memory book filled with photos and notes. Emma gave this speech about how grateful she was to have me as a friend. Jake played all the songs from his playlists.